you chase that dream.
I'm gonna go use the little air defenders room.
Yeah.
I hate it being called that.
It's making fun of communism is kind of like making fun of like the Amish. They'll never see it.
It's fair.
You know,
It's not true though,
It's
because so like no shit. I'm in college right now, like finishing history degrees. Like you'd be blown away at the bullshit they teach in college now.
dude, I
don't even wanna
It
know.
would. I have this much of an inkling, and I actually really appreciate how it's melting down right now. It's like they're starting to, how to say this, their own bullshit is starting to like cause friction of their levels of bullshit. I won't go into more detail, but you know what I mean.
They're fighting each other because
That's
only
exactly
they care
what
about the
it's
bullshit.
Literally,
Yeah.
they're literally fighting each other, and you're like, you guys know where this comes
This
from?
faction of people's just like, I don't care what you think. So they're like, that seems hard. I'm gonna go fight somebody else that's more like me because it'll be easier.
Well, just think of the fundamental nature of what they're saying, which is,
Buh.
you know, we're
I mean, we need a shirt that just says "buh." That is such a good shirt.
they're saying this cause, whatever it is, this cause, and then you have people on the campus that disagree with it. They're wrong. Silence them. But you're like, are you guys missing what's like? Do you not see that you're literally going against the First Amendment right now? Like, do you not see that you're removing people's ability to have an opinion outside your own?
Well, that's what's like. I love watching Nick because we did. He discussed this last time. He's in college right now getting his.
I couldn't do it, dude.
You're
You're
getting your
you're a
History
stronger man
degrees.
than me.
Yeah, I hate it.
But you like watching.
So what are your pronouns?
But your debate,
Bro, I got amateur nouns at best. Fuck.
watching you debate them and just absolutely crucify the, because these are kids in his class and he will fucking.
It's got to be rough.
Crucify
I
them.
don't know how you can.
You ever like just have an entire like? And to be fair, there's a couple kids, and it's really funny because it's like, oh, your parents fucking raised you right, and then you fucking know how to read. Like that's literally all this kid does, and he's just like wrecking everybody else in the class is defending communism on a daily basis. It's fucking insane. Like, fucking, well, that's not real communism. It's like communism is founded in the fucking ideology of Karl Marx, a dude that is buried in a fucking private cemetery in England because he didn't want to be buried next to all the fucking peasants. He didn't want a state-assigned plot, which was available at the time, by the way. He didn't fucking want it because he didn't want to live next to you fucking peasants. And now, if you want to go pay homage to the creator of communism, you have to pay money to go visit this motherfucker's grave, okay? It makes no goddamn sense, and you still do. You're like, oh, he's a fucking genius. This is the best way to live. It's never fucking worked. It results in genocide every fucking time. But clearly, it's going to work the next time we try it. It's going to be fucking great. We should absolutely do that.
You just triggered a whole bunch of people in the comments.
Fuck
section.
them.
Not on this
Fuck
comment.
them. You know what? Get on your fucking iPhone or your Android and bitch about it. It's all products of capitalism. Okay? You want to know why Karl Marx is buried in fucking England? It's because he got fucking exiled from his own goddamn country, so he went to the only place on the planet tolerant enough to handle that fucking moron. London, literally the birthplace of fucking capitalism. Because that's
fucking
the
triggered
only
can we get
place
him?
that can deal with that stupid bullshit. Because in capitalism, you can be a communist if you want. Go buy a plot of land, roll around in the mud, and fuck each other. Nobody cares. Okay? You can do that. Try being a capitalist in communism. They will fucking murder you.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
that's exactly what they tried to do to West Berlin.
This is the best night of my life.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. They're better than us. We're gonna blockade them off and starve them to death until they join communism. That's what they do every fucking time.
Oh my god. I
G-Man, that's your intro.
And every time it's just like, well, that's not real communism. We should retry. Imagine if Eli made fucking egg rolls and every time I ate them, I violently shit myself till I got hospitalized. And every time I came to Texas, Eli was like, bro, this time my egg rolls are going to be the best egg rolls ever. How many fucking times are you going to eat those fucking egg rolls?
And by the way, everyone else that he's made egg rolls for has the
Also,
same reaction.
Same thing.
Forever.
Except instead of me violently shitting myself, it's millions of people getting genocide.
oh my god.
You shit yourself to death.
Oh, this is the best night of my life.
But
Fuck.
don't worry, it's okay. It's okay. It's
It'll
fine.
probably work
A bunch
out.
of people with 4-year degrees that they don't use that have Skittle-colored hair are going to call me a pseudo-intellectual and tell me I'm wrong from their fucking iPhone and explain why the fuck. I'm done.
So here's so let's look at here's a funny
I
thing to
think I
look at
salute
is
you.
the 60s.
Holy shit.
And I whenever somebody gives me some like shit like that, I go, let's look at the 60s. What happened in the 60s? You had probably the most largest group or the most buy-in to change the world at one time. I would argue in the last,
You're
however
talking
long,
about like
right?
hippie movement?
Yeah, hippie movement in the 60s. It was a large percentage of people saying we're going to change the world. Did they?
Yeah, they went to San Francisco, got a bunch of STDs, rolled around in the mud, fucked each other, and then changed nothing.
And then one day they went, yeah, we can't change anything. Fuck, I need a job. Like they all stopped. Actually, I shouldn't say all. There's some that are diehards, like the O'Learys, that are like diehard hippies. Hey, good credit to you. But by and large, every cult is always founded on the same idea, which is changing the world. Every single one is founded on the same thing. They take a bunch of people that want to do good things and then they flip it into this devious plan that's under the guise of saving the world. I'll give you a great example. A great example that just happened and no one's talking about it. SBF, FTX. You guys familiar with the story?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Largest financial sham in history. Do you know what his basis for this was? Changing the world through effective. No, well, here's the crazy part: is through effective altruism. We're going to make. Here's the justification. Instead of just giving $1,000 to Doctors with Borders, or instead of becoming a doctor, I'm going to make $1 billion and then give it to charities, and that is how we're going to save the world. That's effective altruism. SBF takes that, and under the guise of changing the world and saving the world, scams billions and billions. It's the largest financial scam in history.
I haven't heard of this.
Dude, FTX, the collapse of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, you really look into it, he absolutely did this intentionally. He's going to go to jail they're going to throw away the key on him. But we're talking, I think, $20 billion. Dude, he went from a net worth of $32 billion to zero in a week, I believe.
Holy fuck.
Have you guys not heard of this at all?
No, I haven't
dude,
heard of this at
It's
all.
fascinating. So Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX collapsed. So he basically created this company.
How the fuck do you lose $32 billion instantly?
So FTX collapses. Basically what he was doing was he was taking customers' money and then trading and betting on crypto. So he created a crypto exchange and takes all these people's money.
Wait, is that
then-
the one with the girlfriend that's...
Yes.
Okay, now I know.
Caroline Allison, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, she was in charge of a $10 billion company. She had no idea what she was doing, self-admittedly. Like, when you look at this, it's hard to fathom. The point that I'm making, and by the way, you know what he did with customer funds? In 2020, I believe he was the largest Democratic donor. Dude, look all this stuff up. It's absolutely true. My point that I'm making on it is, under the guise of like this new like save the world and help, it's just the same old song, which is using that as a manipulation to get people together to then basically
Get rich.
or gain power.
Isn't that
or
a Ponzi
whatever.
scheme pretty much? Like you take people's money in all together? And
No, it's not a Ponzi. I mean, it became a Ponzi scheme, but what they were buying was they were basically putting all the money into the exchange and then buying, Bitcoin, whatever. But the problem is he was taking customer deposits, transferring them into what's called Alameda Research, and then they were doing huge, basically they were a hedge fund. So the hedge fund was using customer money. They were unaccounted for, I believe, $8 billion. So $8 billion, they're like, yeah, we don't really know where that went. You're talking about a $40 billion company that didn't have a board of directors. Yeah. A $40 billion company that didn't have an accounting team.
I'm waiting till the
Didn't
company
have a
doesn't
group of
Wait till
lawyers.
this guy finds out about the Pentagon. You want to unaccounted billions? Those are rookie numbers.
Wait till Tyler hears
Trillions.
about the Pentagon.
Sam Bankman-Fried's like, or the Pentagon looks at Sam Bankman-Fried and like, "Pff, fucking amateur.
Pretty much.
Bro, I'm
But
telling
but again, the point being is like, he was absolutely. This was all under the guise of socialism.
Yeah, 100%. It always
And
is.
under the guise of socialism, he basically scammed billions and billions of dollars. And guess who bought it? That generation, his generation. I don't even know what they're called now. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck.
I hate communism.
Youngins.
you're talking about like, well,
But you got
with
you
that-
got to research it. It's the
Oh, no, I know
level,
about
Get
it.
into that.
the level of craziness. It's an amazing story, and it's a story, in my opinion, of like it's Sam Bankman-Fried's parents were literally what do they call Berkeley professors. Like he came from the
they
freaking
were.
everything is love
Of
school,
fucking course
and he
they
just
were.
totally wrecked everyone.
Of course they were.
Of course they were. No, I'm telling you, when you start
love it.
looking into it, you'll be like, this is gold.
I fucking
The moral of the
hate.
story is don't buy crypto. It's a scam, everyone.
It really is.
Fuck that. Just
Fucking buy defense bonds. That's what you need to do. Like this is
legit.
War bonds. Buy
Hold on.
war bonds.
I will tell you, Uncle
Look,
Sam
either they're gonna
overspends.
pay out or you're not gonna need money anymore. Those are the two solutions of what's gonna happen. That's the reality.
That
of
is
this.
the
Yeah.
very
You
much
look,
the reality.
either that's gonna pay out or break out the fucking bottle caps because that's the new fucking.
We have a
currency.
problem. We
That's a
have
fallout
very
But
big
like,
problem.
this is the thing. Like, we can all agree, Uncle Sam overspends on some shit. So, like, in a Patriot system, right? You have a modern man station, has a